Hey, how y'all doing? How everybody doing? How y'all live? Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. How y'all doing? It's a good Friday, and it's Good Friday at the same time. It is a Good Friday, and it is Good Friday. Y'all get on in here. Get on in here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people do not respect that this is Resurrection Weekend. They went rolling into this weekend line, and I'm not sure why we rolled into the weekend line, but apparently that is what we have decided to do as a people. Everybody just want to lie, like Sunday ain't Easter, like we don't have to celebrate the resurrection, like this is not Good Friday. But they doing it, and we gonna talk about it. Okay, so I'm glad y'all made it. Hit the like button, please. Put your like number in the chat. Darren Hood is in the house. Hey Darren, how you doing, kinfolk? Magaline Lamar, my good sis, is number 3. Lulu's little girl, that's my girl. She number 6. Magaline is number 3. Sweet Beloved is number 4. It's so good to see you, sis. So good to see you. Too Adorable is number 7. Hey, Miss Lovely T. Good to see you. Dana Brown in the house. She number 11. Miss Lovely T was 8. Miss Tampa, Florida, Patricia Joaquin is number 12. So good to see you. All right. So glad, so good to have you. So glad to have you. DS is number 14. Number 14 in the house. Happy to be happy is number 16. Hey girl, we happy you made it. Divine is number 17. So glad to see you. I'm on the telly. All right. Kashana. Hey dear, thank you for being number 21. Well, no, Kenya said she was gonna go live at 8 o'clock. So maybe I don't know, it was a time zone. Let's take a look while we here talking about it. Let's see if she told the truth. You know, at this point, I'm starting to believe everybody got diabetes. Let me just check. Oh, she's live. She's live. Y'all want to listen? We could listen. Hey, Queena. I don't mind listening. Hey, Queena, thank you for being number 26. Y'all come on in the door. Let's see what Kenya talking about now. She here. Hold on. Wait, no, she ain't. Somebody else talking about her. Nope, she still just got the one video up. I don't know why she ain't do it. I thought she was live. That was somebody talking about her. I got excited for a minute. I'm like, well, all right, Kenya, if you're going to, tell us something. Well, I mean, it's not 8 o'clock yet. What I will say, she said 8 o'clock. So I'm assuming she meant Eastern Standard Time. Maybe she meant Central Time. Maybe she meant Pacific. But it's almost 9 o'clock Eastern, and it's almost 8 o'clock Central, and she has not gone live yet. So I would hate to think that she lied to us and told us she was going live and did not. So we'll see, because she did tell us it was going to be this Good Friday. That is what she said, that it was going to be this Good Friday at 8 o'clock. And I was hoping that we could get some clarity on some things. Maybe she could clear up some stuff about where she got things, if she would tell us the truth about those things. And because she told us she was coming to see everything. That's what Kenya told us she was going to do. So I was, low-key expecting it. But it looks like, for whatever reason, either she reneged on what she initially said she was going to do. If something happened, you would think she would have made an announcement. It's a live announcement, live video. But it did not happen. And y'all saw the thumbnail. So we got to check everybody with the diabetes. And I don't know why everybody has it, but apparently they do. DS in the house. Okay. So, kinfolk, you might be right. I guess she not, because she said she was. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I really was. But apparently, we cannot depend on people to do what they say they're going to do. We cannot depend on them to do what they say they are going to do. So I do need y'all to hit the like button. Also, please, your engagement on the bottom right side, the circle with the heart emoji, please hit it. Send up my bubbles. Y'all know I'm sensitive. So I need your likes. I need your like number. Because, if we can get the likes up, we can play a little like lottery. I do need my engagement bubbles because, the engagement is everything. And please make sure y'all put comments in the chat. Greet everybody. Be polite. If you have to cuss, please, for the love of all that is holy, misspell your cuss words if you don't mind. Also, make sure you're greeting people. And if it's your first time here, please put first time or FTL so we can welcome you personally and individually to this porch where we gossip. And if you see someone that you haven't seen in a while, greet them, say hi. And if you ain't seen them before, say welcome, okay? That's all. Just be kind. And we keep our conversation on the people we talking about and gossiping about. No arguing or disrespect of any kind in my chat will ever be tolerated. There are some places you can do that. This just ain't one of them, okay? Pisces B, hey, boo. You say King just need to take more accountability. And do. And do. And do. I still don't feel sorry for that heifer. I don't feel sorry for Leatherface, but Kenya does need to take more accountability for her behavior, because she could have handled that way more in a more savvy manner than she did. She didn't have to take it where she took it, but at this point, to keep saying that, we beating a dead horse. Like, we already know that Kenya does things that, you know, most of us would know better than to do. I think that's the safest way to put it, right? That's right. Hit the like button, send up them bubbles. Darren said, hello, chat. Hello, y'all. Listen, share the video too. Let's make sure everybody in here, because I know it's a Friday night. So I know some of y'all going juking. I know some of y'all trying to get ready for church Sunday, or doing your minute grocery shopping so you can cook tomorrow, so you don't have to cook at the church on Sunday and all that good stuff. So I do understand. I do. But make sure you like this video, share this video, send up your bubbles, and leave comments so we can all be in the middle of what's really going on. Okay? Dream, thank you for being number 34. I know we got more than 34 likes. I know that. I know good and well we ain't got 20, 25 people in my house don't like me. I know we ain't got 25 people in my house don't like me. Hey, CRR, hit the like button, baby. Brandon, hey. Happy Good Friday to you too. Thank you for being number 37. Miss Kaiser so says number 38. What, you ain't have to work today? Y'all, this a hard working lady. I thought for sure you was gonna have to work, but she didn't. She here, or maybe she working and just chilling with us, you know, in between what all she have to do for the evening. But y'all, please make sure y'all like this video, because we got to get into some of this stuff. We got to get into it, and I just don't feel comfortable doing that when we're not liking the video. I don't, because we got to dig through some stuff today. We got to do a little digging. I can tell you, we're gonna start with don't worry, we're gonna get to Wayne and his line, but we're gonna start with Kelli Ferrell from RHOA, because them lies she told, I told y'all like Master Baggins from the Shire. I ain't got time for Bilbo Baggins and the Precious. I don't. I told y'all I don't like her. I told y'all I don't like her. Miss Kaiser Associates said you already work. You work today already, and you're going to work through the weekend. I know that's right. So let's get into it, child. We got to get into Kelli. I don't understand the way she's moving. Is that fair to say? I don't understand the way she's moving, because what is the lies for? If you done fell out with the girl and you lied to cover for Britt Edie at the time, it would make more sense to me, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong in the chat. It would make more sense to me to just say, you know, at the time, I lied, but I didn't want to just come out and say that because I was friends with the girl and I knew it looked bad. So I just, I didn't want to say I heard it. I didn't want to take part in it. I wanted to distance myself from it. She could have said anything other than to go back and tell a different lie. Like, we don't remember what happened and we don't remember the first lie you told. Now, I want y'all to bear in mind, if you will, that at the time, while we were watching RHOA, Kelli Ferrell sat there in Kenya Moore's spa salon, whatever you want to call it, right? Because I don't know whether she's calling it a spa or salon, whichever one. When they were trying to pick hair models for Kenya's grand opening. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all remember what scene I'm talking about, because I want to make sure we know that we all talking about the same scene. Let's make sure we talking about the same scene. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all remember what scene I'm talking about. This was before the big blow up and the poster boards. If y'all remember that, put a 2 in. Okay. You say, you think maybe Kelli was drinking and don't remember hearing it. No, that ain't gonna cut it, because she told two very different lies, and she didn't say don't remember hearing it, and now she's saying something different. Right, CRR, playing with our intelligence. Right, Brandon, we're going back down memory lane. Yes, but tonight it's a different song on deck. Y'all, would y'all like to know what song is on deck for tonight? Johnny Taylor, Running Out of Lies, because they making me tired. I'm tired. Hey, Sharon Middleton, thank you for being number 46, sis. I'm tired, because what we lying for? Y'all grown women. Let me just say this. I want to be very clear about a couple things, right? First of all, we're adults. We're grown people. Once you are an adult, I don't care if somebody don't like what you said, if they don't agree with what you said, they can't do anything about it. So what are you lying for? What can they do to you? Are they going to ground you? Are they going to take away your car keys? Can they take away your cell phone? Will they put you on house restrictions so you can't go outside and ride your 10-speed? As a grown woman, why are you lying about anything? What are you lying for? What is it for? What they gonna do to you? You are grown. This is where I keep getting lost. This is what, thank you, CRR. Are they gonna beat you? They gonna beat you? What they gonna do? What they gonna do? What are we lying for? DS said Kelli has a small brain as well as structure. Right, but in that small brain, she still conceived a big stupid lie. And so now we're here. Anna Filson, hey girl, thank you for being number 45. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday to you. You say, I think she was protecting her friend at the time, but Pisces B, here's the problem. If you want to protect your friend, just say, that's my friend, and I ain't got nothing to say. If she threatened you with a gun, I can't confirm nor deny. That's all she had to do. Or even if she did something in the moment, now that you're being interviewed, why would Kelli Ferrell not just say, yeah, that wasn't truthful, I was trying to back up a friend? What are we lying for? Like, we're grown. I don't respect it. I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't respect it. I don't. I can't. Because anything I want to say, I'm going to say, because what you going to do? What you going to do? Why am I, what's the point of lying and playing games? Hey, Camille. How you doing, girl? Happy Friday. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Brandon say, what's the saying? You don't have to have a good memory when you tell the truth. Thank you. I ain't got to remember nothing. Y'all know on a good day, I got to write everything down, or else I'm going to forget it. When you telling something that happened, you ain't got to have the best memory. You just got to remember what happened. You ain't got to remember how you said it, who you said it to. Do you say it different when you tell it to different people? None of that comes into play when it's just a simple matter of fact that this is what happened. But we're going to play the audio. So turn your sound up. Let me try to turn it up as much as I can on this side. I don't know if it's going to do my best, because I want y'all to hear the lies that Kelli Ferrell brought to us unprovoked. I don't know who told her to do this, but let's get into what she said and why what she said just don't match what she said initially. So let's get into it.
You and Angela both had pivotal moments. She had the dinner at the bank, obviously, where all that went down with Kenya and Britt. And one of the questions people had was, how could you not hear Britt make that comment about the pistol? I think a lot of people were like, but you were right there, Kelli. Are you sure you hear it? And you did not hear her say that. So this is the deal. Okay. I was in the bathroom. Okay. I was in the bathroom getting demiked. Mm-hmm.
Let me pause this line. Let me pause her. Hey, Deborah Randall, how you doing, sis? Make sure you hit the like button. Now, you see how this lie starting off? I was in the bathroom. As though none of us saw her standing there. Like, we know that you all are 2'3.5. But we saw you, all 2.3 feet of you. We saw you standing there. But she's starting off the lie wrong, okay? Hey, D. Seratinas, thank you for being like number 50, girl. Thank you. Hey, Makeup Addict, hit the like button for me. Y'all help a girl out. But y'all see how the lie started. I'm going to run it back from the top, and I want y'all to listen to the lie. Listen to the lie.
In the bathroom getting D-Lights with them sheer music pants on, trying to use the bathroom. And it was still commotion going on. Okay. When she speaking to Kenya or about Kenya.
Listen, when she made that comment, I didn't assume she was speaking to Kenya or about Kenya. I want y'all to bear in mind the initial lie that Kelli Ferrell told was that she didn't hear it. So now we get a whole of her going to the bathroom, which I don't know what you pissing or crapping got to do with your ears. Now I know you short, but your ears is not that close to your rabbit feathers. What does you going to the bathroom have to do with your ears, hooker? With your lines? First thing you said was I didn't hear it. So did you hear it or not hear it? Hey Rochelle, thank you for being number 52. So even first I'm gonna say I didn't hear it. Then when I get backlash because the people ain't stupid, then it's I heard it, but I know it was for Kenya. Let's keep to the lie.
She was saying we were banking. Yeah.
I assume she was saying it because we was in Bankhead.
For my safety and for the safety of others who are around me. So that's why when she said, for what? We got Kenny here. Your husband should be pulling up to come get you. She didn't ride with me. Her husband picked her up and dropped her off, right? So that's why it didn't click to me that she was talking about a pistol for Kenya at that time.
And let's stop right there. Kelly, you knew exactly who she was talking about. And even if I wanted to believe you, I see Brian, the audio is choppy. Is it choppy for anybody else? Y'all let me know, because C. Brown says it's choppy for her. Is it choppy for anybody else? Can y'all hear? If not, I will run it back. Deborah said, yep, we all saw them. We heard what was said. I do believe Kelly's the one who went to Bravo to complain. I believe it too. I believe it too. Hey, Fatu. Yep, Kelly is an evil lying what? But she definitely evil in lying. Am I choppy or was it choppy? Because if so, I'll play it over here. I'll play it on here. Matter of fact, let me pull it up here. Hey, Carla Pelly. Not me, but Kelly's choppy. Thank you, baby. See, that's why I love my C. Brown. Because C. Brown don't say a lot, but when she do, she let Auntie know what was going on. Let me share the screen. Because we got some more screen sharing to do. I can guarantee you that we got most screen sharing to do. So let me go on ahead and pull this up so y'all can hear her tell these lies real good. I want y'all to hear it real good. Even better, because if you look at her face, you could tell that she knows she lying, and she hoping that we so stupid we won't know that what she said was a lie. But we know. Thank you for being number 48, C. Brown. Thank you for letting me know what's cracking, too, because everybody else was going to sit there quiet, wasn't going to tell me. Uh-oh, my peanut in the house. She number 56. Let me share this screen so y'all can hear this heifer lie firsthand. Okay, let me pull me down to the bottom. Hey, Ashley Kane. Now, Brandon, what you say about that lady? Her face frozen with Botox, so we can't tell. No, y'all gonna be able to tell. Y'all could tell. Trust me. Trust me. Deborah, thank you for being number 59, sis. Y'all hit the like button. And turn your sound up. Let's try it direct this time. Let's go.
Had pivotal moments on the show. She had the dinner at the bank, obviously, where all that went down with Kenya and Britt. And one of the questions people had was, how could you not hear Britt make that comment about the pistol? I think a lot of people were like, but you were right there, Kelly. Are you sure you didn't hear it? And you did not hear her say that. So
this is the deal.
Okay.
Now, when people go start these transitional phrases, this what had happened. This is the deal. Okay, so boom, they about to come to you with the bull crap. They about to start lying. You see, she went to motioning with her hands, gesticulating and blinking real hard. She lying. But instead of just saying, man, I ain't tell the truth, I just ain't want to, snitch on my friend or whatever, she just kept lying. Like, you told one lie, now you telling another one.
In a bathroom.
Okay.
I was in the bathroom getting demiked with them sheer Mugler pants on, trying to use the bathroom. And it was a lot of commotion going down when I was in the hallway.
Okay.
When I came back out, I was then remiked, and it was still commotion going on.
Okay.
When she made that comment, I did not assume she was speaking to Kenya or about Kenya.
This is the part that I was just pointing out to y'all. Look at her, just lying through her teeth. Ain't no, I didn't think she was speaking to Kenya or about Kenya. You sat up there in Kenya's salon/spa while y'all was picking them models and lied through your teeth and said you didn't hear it. You didn't tell Kenya, I heard it, but I didn't know she was talking to you. How hard would it have been to say that? But at that time, you wasn't gonna do that, because I believe you the one Portia was talking about going behind her back to them clear folks trying to get that girl fired. That was you going to the executives saying, I need you to fire her. So you was down by law for a Leatherface at the time. So of course you was gonna lie through your teeth. See, that's how I know these women are trash. I keep telling y'all, I don't like hardly none of these people. I don't like them. They're not likable. So basically, let's regroup, right? Let's regroup and let's look at this situation from what was happening in the moment, right? She sat up there with Kenya after that girl threatened her with a firearm in her place of business, pretending to like her, right? Because of course she wanted to fit in at the cool kids table. She knew that her leather-faced escort friend had threatened Kenya with a firearm. So she wasn't there to support Kenya or support her business or say, girl, I got your back. That wasn't cool. Or let me try to help you with this because this is something important to you. No, she was there for damage control. She was there to try to make Kenya act like what happened wasn't that big a deal. She was there to try to do damage control for her friend. Like, okay, well, let's get over it. We didn't really hear it and you heard it, but she's not that kind of person, because we heard her try to tell Kenya, oh, that's not who she is. For Kenya to tell her, you can't tell me who she is. I got to go by what she showed me. Okay. Next of all, now, after you sat there in that girl's face, bluntly lied and said, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear her say that. When you were standing there, and now you're telling us now instead of saying I didn't hear it, now you're saying, well, I heard it, but I didn't think it had nothing to do with Kenya. It was about Kenya. We ain't even gonna get into the fact that she said it more than once. And when she said it again outdoors, you were standing in front of her. You weren't in the bathroom getting demiked and taking off the see-through pants, the see-through Mugler pants set in. You was outside in the parking lot while she was acting like some ghetto banshee. That was you, because we saw you in the see-through Mugler pants. You wasn't in the bathroom then. So when she said it the second time, what was your excuse? See, your first excuse is that you so short that your ears was clogged up by the piss coming out or the feces coming out, or maybe you flushed the toilet and you so short, you were so close to the toilet, you couldn't hear over the whoosh whoosh of the toilet. What is your excuse when you outside and there was no toilet, Kelly, other than you just felt like lying? Who else, mind you, who else could she have been talking to? And then let's talk about that scene. Put your tools back in the chat if y'all remember that scene very well, because I do. During that scene, Kelly knew exactly who that girl was talking about, because she was like, oh, I got Kenny here and your husband coming. You was hyping her up because you was her hype man. You knew she was talking about Kenya. You knew that. You knew that. You knew that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Hey, Miss Gigi. You say you here for me breaking down the lies. Well, baby, we finna break down a few of them tonight. Let me let this hooker here finish line, because I don't know why y'all like her. I know a lot of y'all like Kelly. A lot of y'all like a lot of these new girls, but I don't. Deborah, thank you for remembering which scene we talking about. This is the scene in the hallway where Kenya had her back turned. She's talking to Drew and to Portia and Shamia, and she's heading out the door. This girl was yelling and screaming about her pistol, and Kelly was calmly giggling. She wasn't. Make sure the 2 is in the chat if y'all remember the scene. She did not say who you talking about. She didn't say, girl, you fine over here till your husband get back. No, Kelli Ferrell was giggling. She would not even giggle. Can we keep it black around here? She was sniggling. She thought it was cute that this whore was threatening to shoot somebody. She thought it was very cute at the moment. She was giggling and sniggling. Thank y'all for putting the 2s in the chat if y'all remember the scene. Okay, let's let her finish lying because we got more liars to debunk today. We got more liars to deal with. She is not the only one on the agenda.
I assume she was saying that because we were in Bankhead.
Yeah.
Everybody had already made this whole thing about, oh my God, from Buckhead to Bankhead. How we going to Bankhead to the bank, right? So of course, I bring my security with me everywhere I go, Big Kenny, for my safety and for the safety of others who are around me. So that's why when she said something about a pistol, I'm like, for what? Girl, we got Kenny here, and your husband should be pulling up to.
And stop right there. Look at her face. Look at her face. For what? We got Kenny here. That's not expression in the moment. Let me send a clip. And maybe I can screenshot. Because she did not look confused in the moment. Kelli Ferrell did not look perplexed in the moment. Kelli Ferrell was sniggling in the moment. She thought it was cute that this girl was in this in the moment. But see, that she fell out with the girl. Now when she told the story, she reflects like, why would you need a pistol? That ain't what you said then. That ain't what you did. Lying self. That ain't what you did. Hold on, let me see. I believe I can find. I believe I can. If one of y'all find it first, please let me know. If one of y'all find it first, please let me know. Let me see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. Give me 1 second. Somebody's got to have that clip.
Can I put this in the car?
Yep, I got it. I had to check. No, she was not confused. She was not confused. Nor was she in the bathroom. Okay, let me ask y'all this before I get in trouble, because we can't just play everything. Do y'all think we could get away with playing the clip without the sound? Can we show the clip without the sound? Because I want y'all to see Kelli Ferrell's demeanor. She was not in the bathroom. She was very much standing right there, leading up to, during, and after this interaction in the hallway, talking about this pistol, and she was not confused. She was not confused. Makeup Addict say, don't do it. Bravo's good for copyright. They are. Okay, y'all, I can play the audio, though. I can play the audio. See, play the audio. Because, hey, Miss Niecy. Hey, Auntie Eva. Because y'all got to hear this. This heifer was not confused. Her voice didn't even sound confused. Now, y'all see on this one how she's saying she was responding. But that's not how she was responding. She lying. She's lying. She ain't doing nothing but lying. She ain't doing nothing but lying. And I mean nothing but. Okay. I want y'all to hear this audio. Because I think we can get away with the audio. Every now and then they might pop me, but y'all got to hear this. The difference in her voice here and her voice during the incident. Total different. There was hold on. Because something else started playing that we're going to get into, because somebody else lying too. Right, to adore, but we're using this for research purposes. The Copyright Act, yeah, all that, fair use. But I just want y'all to hear this audio. I want y'all to hear this, and I want y'all to hear how she just said it, and then how she said it that night. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up as best I can. If it's choppy, we'll just play it because we can't really mess with Bravo, y'all. So when she was like, come on this side so I can be aware of my surroundings, Britt Edie was walking and Kelli was directly behind her. Kenya was nowhere near her. She was toward the door getting ready to walk out. Listen to Kelli. Stop. Kelli started talking. And you hear Britt Edie yelling, we're not done. We still catching this moment. There is no moment. Kenya left her standing there looking stupid, screaming and screeching. Kenya's walking out the door. So we still hear Britt Edie acting a fool, talking about, no, we not done. We still catching this moment. At this moment that she talking about catching, Kelli Ferrell is still standing right there. That whore was not in no bathroom. She was right there. Hey, P, they do stay lying, and I stay clocking. So here we go. Call my husband first. Drew Sadora standing there giggling in their face too. And then she turned around to leave out. And Kelli Ferrell say, you want to see if your husband's outside? She didn't say nothing about what you need him for, what you need, because your husband here. That's not what we said. Hold on. Can we run this one back on Instagram so we can hear the first lie? Dang. The laptop won't let me run it back. But y'all heard what she said. She claimed the girl said pistol. She was like, girl, what you need that for? Because your husband, I can't, Big Kenny here, and your husband is outside, and your husband about to pull up. The girl asked, where's my husband? She was like, you think he's outside? Whole thing you just said is null and void already. Let's keep going. Then she said, I still got my pistols. This is after she said, where's my husband? And she was like, you think he's outside? And she's like, well, I still got my pistols. And then at this point, here come Kelli Ferrell, the Hobbit, talking about, Big Kenny here, so you ain't got to worry about what? You just got through telling this girl that's interviewing you that you said what she need that for. Now you telling her you ain't got to worry about it. Baby, you're implying that you know exactly what she's worried about, Kelli. So what was she worried about for you to say you ain't got to worry about? I keep telling y'all, say it with me in the chat. I don't like these people because all they do is lie. All they do is lie. Listen. And then we hear Britt Edie screaming security while she's not even looking at her and walking out of the door. And mind you, Kelli Ferrell, Bilbo Baggins, is right there while she telling her husband, everything's cool, it's King. When he said, who is it? She said, it's Kenya. She was like, it's okay. It's Lou. So you knew what was going on. That girl didn't have to tell you I'm mad. You already knew what was going on. And then you get your funny looking self in this interview and start lying about, oh, I thought it was just because of the neighborhood. After you just said, it's just a little. You don't have to worry about it. You already knew what she was talking about, as evidenced by your responses to her. But let's let her finish an interview.
To come and get you, because she didn't ride with me. Her husband picked her up and dropped her off, right? So that's why it didn't click to me that she was talking about a pistol for Kenya at that time.
So who did you think she was talking about it for, Sister Baggins? Who did you think she was talking about it for when you told her don't worry about it? Big Kenny is here. When her husband got there and said, what's going on? Why did you say, oh, it's just a little, it's nothing. It's just a little. How could it be just a little this? Or how could it be don't worry about it? and then you turn around in this interview and say you didn't even know what it was. So what is it, Kelli Ferrell, Sister Baggins? Is it that you knew what it was and she should not worry about it because you had Big Kenny there? Is it that you didn't know about it? Did you not know what it was, or you knew what it was? Did you not hear her say it, or you heard her say it, but you didn't know why she wanted it? While we can go back and roll that beautiful beam footage and see that you knew exactly why she was saying she had her pistol. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Because I want to get the rest of it.
You gotta be respectful. Peasants. Play that shit from do all that fake Hollywood shit. No, this is real life. This is real life. This is real life. You gotta be respectful. Peasants. You gonna be respectful. You gonna learn. Today is the day you gonna learn.
All this going on. It's real interesting to me. It's real interesting that now, you know, since Kelli Ferrell has been officially invited to the cool kids table, she done switched out on Britt Edie. Now, well, I heard her say it, but I didn't know it was for Kenya. Meanwhile, in the moment, you didn't hear nothing and was going behind closed doors to the executives trying to get Kenya fired. Isn't that interesting? Now she's sucking up so good. She posting posts of Kenya Moore spying stuff on her Instagram. I keep telling y'all, these people phony as $4 bills. They are good and phony. Good and phony. Okay. Hey, Tamika Graham, thank you for being 74. Y'all, please hit the like button for me. Thank you. Y'all, I went outside and mosquitoes bit me. I don't like it. He said, these Lord of the Ring references have me. I'm just saying, Sister Baggins or Sister Underhill, whichever hobbit she happens to be from the Shire, I'm tired of her lying tale. I'm tired.
No, okay. I that's why I was like, no, not a pistol, like to harm her. I'm assuming like for safety because we were in Bankhead. That's why I was like, no, Kenny, you don't need that.
Right.
I would never agree to deal with the things I have dealt with in my past. I would never agree to a firearm and someone like hurting someone in that manner.
But you did agree to it, and then you lied. You see how quick they lie? You see how quick they lie? You see how comfortable they are telling lies? Keep telling y'all, these are not good people. Y'all like this video, share this video. Let's get into the next group of liars. But yeah, Kelli Ferrell, don't like you, hun. The lies just come too easy to you. They come too easy to you. We got to get to the next group of people. Well, the next set. Well, for one, Kenya Moore made it to the lie list. I thought she was going to come out with her video today and she was supposed to clear up some lies. Instead of clearing up lies, Kenya just dry lied to us, told us she was going to go live and didn't. Just dry lied, just for no reason. Oh, I'm going to go live today. I'm going to do my confessionals at 8 o'clock. It is now 9:31 Eastern Standard Time. This thing has not gone live. So she just lied to us about coming to clear up lies and narratives. So I'm like, okay, you just had to join the group of the people that just would not tell the truth today. No problem. So let's talk about who else made it to the lie list. I don't even think we need no audio for this, but we sure gonna talk about them, and that would be Nene Leakes and LaTocha Scott. We need y'all to report to the porch ASAP. And y'all know I love me some Nene, but I'm finna get her too. Everybody's got to get it today. I'm tired. Chef Blondie, hey boo, happy Friday. Yeah, no, she didn't go live. She ain't gave us nothing. DS in the house, yes, like, share, and subscribe. Yep, so she lied about that. We'll deal with her whenever she do go live. We'll see what's true, what ain't, what tracks, what don't. But Nene decided, Sharon said Bravo probably cut Kenya her check. They better cut something because she really could, open up Pandora's box and tell everything she know, and it might not look so good for Bravo. It already don't look so good for them as far as a lot of us are concerned. Okay? And Brandon, I agree. I won't say that about LaTocha. Nene look good. LaTocha never looks good to me. I'm just being honest. She don't. Maybe it's her behavior, her demeanor, something about her throws me all the way off. And I just don't ever think she looks nice. Her or her sister. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't like the big sister, the medium big sister, the little big sister, none of them. Not that whole crew. Keep them. Ditch them. Because there's something about the demeanor on both of those girls that just don't sit right with me. Something about it don't sit right with me. And I just can't pretend like it do, because it don't. So if y'all missed it, I don't know where you could have been to miss it, but Nene went and interviewed LaTocha Scott, the one that was in Escape, the only one of them that could really sing, the one that used to be the big girl. Okay. Now, she sat down there with Nene, and she basically, in my humble opinion, told a pack of half-truths and no truths. A pack of half-truths and no truths. Nene's interviewing skills has definitely gotten bigger. She's definitely gotten bigger. Okay? Sabra, what you talking about? We ain't said nothing about Kelly's husband. We talking about her lying on that show and then lying in that interview. Miss Nisa said Tasha makeup didn't sit right with me. Me either. It never does. Hey, Lexi Lean. So I believe Kenya DeLay got something to do with Bravo. I think it may too. I think you and Sharon might be on to something. I guess we have to wait and see. But for right now, it don't look true to me. It looked like what you said wasn't true. And I feel like if something came up, Kenya, you just like you made your point to redo the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl intro to announce the video, you could have made another short video to say, under construction, hold please, or something. You ain't had to have us waiting and to see your side of the story. We trying to be fair and objective and let you tell your own story from your own point of view. But you got to help us help you, honey. How you telling us you gonna be here by 8 o'clock to tell your side of things and to say it in your own words and talk about what really went on, and then we wait on you and you don't show up? Like, who does that? Who does that? This is very much given, you hosting a trip and ordering Uber Eats crab cake for yourself. Like, this is what it's given, because we was here waiting to hear what you had to say for you to say nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even for you to part your lips. So as far as I'm concerned, we're gonna file that up under not true. We're gonna part this under not true. Sabra, what the hell is you talking about? Now, when you come over here, you have to stay on topic. What are you talking about? Nene and her legs and married men. What the hell does that have to do with LaTocha Scott, the interview, and Nene Leakes? Sabra, you know not to do that over here. I'm not going to treat you like other people treat you. I done heard stories about you going on other people's channels and acting silly. I'm not going to treat you like they treat you, but I'm going to give you room to govern yourself. Don't come over here acting foolish. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay, P said YouTube is based on reliability. If my favorite channel tells me I'm going to be on at XYZ, then yeah, she going to have to do something. Okay? Thank you. Tell them, hit them bubbles. I need bubbles. Where my bubbles at? Brandon said, I think Kenya's waiting for more YouTube subs. All she got to do is come on and tell her side. People going to subscribe. They coming. All you got to do is whatever. Or she could have went on her channel and said, I need 10,000 subscribers if y'all want to hear what I got to say. She'd have got that in 5 minutes. Hey, Black Smile, thank you for being number 87. Yeah, done lied too much. But listen. Hey, JD Rob, thank you for being number 83. I'm so glad you're here, honey. So listen. Nene went to interviewing LaTocha Scott, the girl from Escape, the one that could sing. Okay, the big one. Well, she ain't big no more because she says she vegan and that's how she lost the weight. Shout out to you. I'm always for anybody protecting your health. But she said it wasn't even for her health. She said she did it because she was tired of being the big girl. I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so, whatever, right? So anyway, Nene interviewed this lady. She sat up there. Nene asked her about the residuals challenge because that's how she said that's how her and her sister end up speaking again or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even know if y'all actually spoke because in my opinion, y'all say what you want to say between her and her sister Tamika. I never know who's lying because both of them lie a lot. I don't like either one of them. Y'all know I just don't like nobody. Y'all know this, okay? So I don't know whether y'all spoke or y'all didn't. She claimed she had been reaching out to her sister. The sister didn't answer none of her calls and stuff. Then the sister got on the radio like, oh, I ain't heard from her, but I want to hear from her. Tell her to, she could pull up. Please pull up. It's my sister, blase, squaze. I don't think they was reaching out to each other. I think they both full of crap, right? So then we hear that. Nene asked her about it. She was like, so are you separated from your husband or not? LaTocha Scott sat up there, meat-wide sat up there and told 4-5 lies back to back, only to double back after Nene reiterated the question to say, oh, well, no, we not separated. The 30 years was the group because it felt like a breakup. And this, no, you did that residuals challenge. You literally use words after 30 years and we've been separated for 2 years. You did that so people would think you had left the man that them girls say stole their money. Okay? Your sister say he stole her money. I don't know whether he did or didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Something happened with the money. And what I don't like is if Latasha can talk about everything else, hey, Aries Diva, if she can talk about everything else, then what she needs to do is talk about where that money went. Why does this girl think that your husband cashed that check? If he cashed the check, did you know he cashed that check? When you found out that he cashed the check, if he did indeed cash the check, did you demand your sister's money back? Like, what did you do to rectify the situation? Because it's giving you did nothing, and it's giving you was fine with him taking your sister's money. Now that's what it's giving to me. So we find out that even during the residuals challenge, she lied in the lyrics. Been separated for 2 years. I was talking about escape. No, the hell you wasn't. You was talking about that man, and you thought you could fake the people out and be back in everybody's good graces if you could fool everybody to thinking you left that man. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Then the whole thing went on with her saying that she owned the copyright to the name of the group. And when she said it, I was like, what you saying? And then he was like, well, I thought Tiny owned the name or whatever, the copyright, the trademark to the name. And then, I added my sister name on it or whatever, blase squaze. And I'm like, that don't sound right, because that ain't how you said it. You first said it like you owned it and they was just disrespecting you and trying you and you could sue them, but you're not. We only got as far as we got because Nene kept saying, so how can they do that? If you own the trademark, how can they do it if you own it? You know what I'm saying? So what's this about? Once Nene pushed it, then it turned into, well, I added my sister name later. Latasha, stop. Latasha, stop. We ain't even gonna get into all this. I would have thought my sister would have defended me. It really hurt. Your sister was getting her get back because she felt a certain type of way about your man stealing her money, or you and your man stealing her money. Whether y'all did it together or one of y'all did it, that girl was getting get back on that show. She wanted to embarrass you. She had Tiny and Candy them there to help her embarrass you, and that's what she was trying to do. It was called get back. Okay. Sarah, I still don't know what the hell you talking about, and I'm gonna tell you again, this is not them other people channel. Don't come over here acting goofy. I'm trying to be nice, but you're not being nice to yourself. Them people talk about you real bad all over YouTube. They've been talking about you all on Lipstick Alley, going to people channels saying goofy stuff and not keeping up with what the hell we talking about. Now I'm trying to be nice to you. Don't come over here doing that. Now you keep up with where we at, or you can get on gone. And I mean it. Lulu's little girl said, I was really rooting for her redemption and ownership of her chaos, but we see this will never happen. Pathetic. It really is. It was a lot. Too Adorable say they just dropped that on X. What they dropped on X? Too Adorable? What they dropped? Say that's why Latasha's gospel album flopped all of the lies. Well, first of all, can we be honest? I done told y'all before. I don't believe in all that. Either you singing the gospel or you not. If you sing in the gospel, you're supposed to be trying to minister to people, not get paid. I feel like if you are singing the gospel to get paid, it ought to drop. It ought to drop. Okay, the Lord is supposed to be spread, not sold. It don't make sense. Kenya's on. Okay, good. Let's get the audio, because I was like, what the hell, Kenya? So now she told us 8 o'clock. I'm assuming Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Bianca the Beautiful is in the chat. Our head Archangel is here saying happy Good Friday. Okay, so let's get the audio, because I'm like 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Girl, it's almost 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and Kenya finally live. Let's see if we can get her audio pulled up so we can hear what she's saying. Since we here for everybody's side of the story, let's get in here and try to get Kenya's side of the story, because everybody got a right to say their side. Everybody, including Kenya. Okay, here we go. It ain't started yet. It's counting down. It's at 50 seconds. Oh, I hope y'all ready for the ride out, because we're going to have to listen to this and ride out. We're going to have to listen to Kenya and ride out, y'all. So I hope you're ready. If it get choppy, we might have to refresh or whatever we have to do, but we're going to try to get it going. All right, we down to 15 seconds. She not live yet. It's like it's a premiere. So she's gonna be live. It's pre-recorded, and we're on the countdown. We're on the countdown.
Yelling and screaming, and it was then that I heard her say the following words. That's why I keep up for like you. We're 3 weeks into filming, and this girl we don't know is threatening to unalive me. A live interview where Andy asked her, did she have her? And she said, oh no, I didn't have it. Well, I have proof otherwise. Investigate that night. Everyone went home. But weeks later, you wanted to say, oh, we have an investigation and found that you were in violation of the policy. Hey, did you have a no? Okay, investigation closed. Any place that it will put people in danger and not be committing a crime. That's not a crime. That's not a good policy. I'm just asking the question. That happened on Beverly Hills. You think she would be in jail or punished or out of a job? You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job?
We love you, Bianca.
Just asking a question. Tell me, that's why the decision was made. Leave me alone. Personally, like people leave you alone. And they certainly wouldn't be going around playing victim. They were just going about their business and finding another target. You want the truth? That's the truth.
Okay, so I guess she about to start. That was the appetizer. I'm turning it up. I'm trying. I don't want to get tagged. Do y'all think she'll strike me? Or is that all she got? If that's all it is, I'm gonna play it on our channel. This better not be all. I know good and hell well this ain't all. I know good and well that this better not be all. That's all, y'all. I'm playing it over here. I'm playing it over here. I am. And if we have to cut it, we just have to cut it. I know good and well Kenya ain't had us waiting to almost 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for that. See, hold on. I'm finna go on and share this screen. I know good and well. I know good and well. Now, she told us, a decent amount or whatever. I appreciate that. But this ain't what we waited for. This is not what we waited for. This is not what we waited for. Okay, let's go on and get this pool. So it's literally 1 minute and 49 seconds. I'm going to assume that we're going to get more later, but for now, we're going to go ahead and do this part right here. Okay, and what's her description? You asked, she answered, and then she went back for more. We had to run it back and address a few developments, but trust this teaser. Okay, this is a teaser. Okay, it's just a taste of what's to come. The full video is on the way and even juicier than we expected. Okay, girl, I done subscribed or whatever. You need to come on. But we're going to cover this right here first. Let me share the screen. Hey, Carrie Clark. No, she's gonna say more. She's gonna say more. She said this was the teaser. This the teaser. We've been talking for a little bit, sis, but we about to share Kenya's video because she did say quite a bit, and I don't want y'all to miss it. She said quite a bit. So let's share the screen. Baby, this is a mess. This is a mess. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's make her screen a little bit smaller. Well, I don't know. But we about to play what she said. Y'all turn your sound up. This is the best I can do now.
She was yelling and screaming, and it was then that I heard her say the following words. That's why I keep a for like you. You didn't hear it. I heard it. It didn't make the edit. We're 3 weeks into filming. Girl, we don't know is threatening to unalive me. A live interview where Andy asked her, did she have a and she said, oh no, I didn't have a well, I have proof otherwise. Investigate that night. Everyone went home. But weeks later, you want to say, oh, we had an investigation and found that you weren't in violation of the policy. Hey, did you have a night? No. Okay, investigation closed. Any place that it will put people in danger and say you have a gun and not be committing a crime. That's not a crime. That's not against policy. I'm just asking the question. That happened on Beverly Hills. You think she would be in jail or punished or out of a job? You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job? I'm just asking the question. And you may end up having to delete this, but I'm going to say it. You tell me if it's too harsh, but where I'm from, that's why the decision was made. Leave me alone. A person likely will leave you alone. And they certainly wouldn't be going around playing victim. They would just go on about their business and find another target. That's that. You want the truth? That's the truth.
So she said, according to Kenya, she said this is the teaser. So a lot of those sentences that she started and did not finish, I guess we're going to get it when she drop her actual confessional or whatever. I'm just like, girl, don't tease us. Come on with what you got. Come on with what you got. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Kaiser. So say, I appreciate it. Hey, Kanisha Troop. Welcome, sis. Hey, she said this is what she got to say about it. And to be honest, she got a valid point. She got a few valid points. Honestly, I just want to hear what else is going to be said. I want to hear what else is going to be said, because as much as I like Nene didn't even have a case this solid. Somebody legit threatened that girl with a firearm. She's supposed to be able to have something to say. To Adorable say, if she said that to Nene or Portia, they would have fired her. I don't know that. I don't. We watched them allow a large Hispanic gentleman to throw a drink, a purse, and a cell phone at a Black Johns Hopkins University professor. So I can't say that they would have fired her for doing that to Nene or to Portia. I don't know that. T Monique, thank you for being number 97. Oh, so pretty. Hello, sis. Thank you. I appreciate you. We love you. Please come back again. Come often. You're welcome. So happy to see you. Kanisha Troop says Kenya is all show. I mean, you could say she all show, but she didn't ask that girl to threaten her with a firearm, though. I think that's where we got to go with it. She didn't ask that girl to threaten her with a firearm. She didn't ask her to do that. She never asked her to do that. So it's like, we got to keep it in perspective. Unfortunately, this is somebody that we may not be crazy about, but we got to tell the truth that the young lady did what she did. If a lady is what we can call her, she did what she did. And Bravo decided that taking no action was the best way to go. And Kenya Moore decided that whatever that was that she did, that whole kamikaze mission was the best way to go. Like, everybody made some bad decisions here. Everybody made some bad decisions. I think I'm gonna be honest, and then I'm gonna slide on to the next person that's got to get it, which is Lanithia Monique Leakes. Okay. The reason I think this one is sticking so hard for everybody is because, right, Black Smile, just enough to be a teaser. Thank you for being 101. You and Belize and JB, I appreciate it. I feel you, sis. I feel you. But I think the reason why this is sticking so hard for the people who are watching, even people like myself who has over the years been very hard on Kenya, because Kenya Moore is not an easy person to like. She's just not, if we're being honest. She's not a very easy person to like. She's not very likable. You know, she has her fans and they like her. But a lot of us really, you know, Kenya's not our cup of tea. But I think the reason why this is sticking as much as it is honestly because we watched what happened. That's even with claiming, and we don't know how true it is yet, you know, because we got to take everything with a grain of salt. This is with her claiming even more was said, was cut. The statement, "I keep a pistol for bees like you." I believe the girl said it. I'm going to just be honest with you. I believe she did, but we don't know for certain. And you know how we are over here on the porch. If we don't know for certain, we don't say that it happened. I can say I believe that Kenya may be telling the truth about that, right? So we watched what Britt Edie did, and we know it's wrong, right? We watched Bravo do nothing about it. Hey, Nashina M, thank you for being number 102. We watched Bravo watch it play out and do nothing about it, except send her on like a fake apology tour. And then we watched Kenya make a horrible decision. And, you know, we watched the fallout after. So I think what's sticking is the fact that we have three different entities. Okay, we have Kenya Moore, we have Britt Edie, and we have the business, right? And out of all three of these entities, we only saw one person penalized for their behavior. And I think that's why it is sticking. I think that's why it's sticking like grits with molasses in it, because Kenya did something egregious. She was penalized, as she should have been. We watched Britt Edie do something egregious. Nothing happened. We witnessed Bravo's inaction, their attempt to cover their tracks by doing press tours with Cynthia Bailey, somebody who positioned herself as Kenya's friend, to give validity to them only taking action against Kenya. We watched Andy Cohen go on his podcast and bring in two other clears to pretend that gun threats are just a simple mistake that you can solve with flowers and a cheap Hallmark card. We watched them cover their tracks, and they've not been penalized. We watched Britt Edie do fake apologies, not be penalized, and then become, you know, irate and dangerously aggressive toward Angela Oakley as well. So we've watched three parties be absolutely dead wrong, and only one party be penalized, and that happens to be the Black woman who has tenure, who has made a lot of money for this network. And I think that's why this thing just is not going away. I'm just going to be honest. I think that's why this thing is not going away. Had we saw Britt Edie also be held accountable for her behavior, we could have, I think all of us could have washed our hands and went on home. We could have went and shelled some peas for Sunday, you know, boiled us some ham and some pineapple juice and got ready with some cloves and brown sugar and honey and stuff. We'd have been ready to just go on and cook dinner for Sunday. I think this thing is sticking because why is it we only seeing one person penalized for terrible behavior? I'm just wondering. Catherine Bennett, thank you for being number 105. I appreciate you. That Britt looked like a whole meat puppet. Y'all know Leatherface, you know, she got to do her thing. Right. They both should have been penalized. And the fact that Bravo did not do the right thing, and the fact that they're actively trying to cover their tracks, saying you did an interview, that was one thing Kenya said in this teaser that I got to go ahead and back her up on. If you didn't search her car that night, you did not interview, you did not investigate anything. There was no investigation if you did not search that car, have Atlanta PD come and search that car that night. there was no investigation. Simply saying, do you have it? And she says, no, that's not an investigation. That means you ask a question. So quite frankly, as much as Kenya may get on my last good nerve, I want to hear her side of things. I want to hear everything she's had to say, because Bravo has made it their business to get their narrative out. She has the right to get her own narrative out. And I'm going to give her room to do it on this platform. Okay. So we're going to hear everything she has to say. And I hope that we're all going to be objective. We're not going to accept no bull crap, but we're also going to accept when she's saying something that is more likely than not to be the truth. DM Rock say, do you think Kenya would be asked back for season 17, or she's going to decline their offer? I don't know. I can't read her mind. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't have came back when they fired her the first time. If I was her, I wouldn't have. You know, and I'm not judging, because I can't count her pockets and nobody else. She might have needed that check, because, you know, that's a decent, you know, at least for Atlanta, they were getting decent checks at the time. So I can't count her pockets. So I don't know if she would. You know, if she did, I would not blame her. I wouldn't judge her. I wouldn't clown her for it, because everybody I know need their check. You know, unless your name is Oprah, you need your check. So if they offer it to her, I'm sure she'll take it. I would hope she would. At the same time, Bravo does not deserve the ladies, the cast members on their Black Ensemble cast. If this is how you're going to treat them, you don't deserve them. You don't deserve them. I'm going to just say that. I told y'all before, love Nene down. But I don't think that Nene should ever go back to that show. She would be doing them a huge favor, and they don't deserve it. Not the way they treated her, not the way and to be honest, I told y'all before, they treated Kenya poorly before. And that was with me saying then, I don't even like her, but it's the truth. It's just the truth. Hey, Matt, what's going down? So with that being said, whenever Kenya decides to grace us with the confessionals that she told us we was getting this evening, that we did not get, Kenya, this is not what you promised us, and it's late. Like, you didn't give what you promised, and you gave it late. But whatever, we will wait until you actually give us what you said you were going to give us. Okay, I ain't gonna just flat out say you lied tonight, but I'm gonna say this ain't exactly the truth. Okay, thank you, appreciate you, sis. Lovely picture, aren't you beautiful? All right, is this your first time? Welcome. Anyone, if anybody is here for the first time, please put first time or FTL for first time live, so we can welcome you personally and individually, because we are happy to have you here. Hit my like button, make sure I got bubbles. Brandon say true, because RHOA kept the network afloat for years, and they did single-handedly. Okay. Now, I think it's going to get interesting. Before it's over. Max says, Kenya dropped a 2-minute tease, said Britt actually said, yep, we just played it. That's right. You just got here. You missed it, Mac. Deborah said, I'm going to watch and listen again. I know Kenya was in the car with Portia and Shamia while Britt was fussing. I don't remember hearing what Kenya said. She said, Kenya just got through telling y'all that they cut that part. They didn't cut all of them, but they cut that particular statement. I believe her. And I'm going to tell you why I believe her. When it was first said, and then someone from production put the word out that, oh, it didn't happen, I took their word for it. I'm like, what reason would they have to pick a side and lie on anybody? For us to watch and see that they lied the first time and pretended that Britt didn't say what she said, I feel as though if you lied once, you'll lie again. So I do believe Kenya. I'm gonna err on the side of giving her the benefit of the doubt on that one, because Bravo already lied once. So now I'm just I'm not interested in giving them the benefit of the doubt. Yep, it's a 2-minute teaser, because she said the real one is coming. Say this is a teaser for the real one. Right. Production heard and saw the threat and then lied about it. And put that story out last summer. And that's the only thing we had to go on. And we didn't know that it was true that the girl actually said that until the season aired this in the last month or so. If not for that, we would have never known. Kenya also called the police. She posted the audio on her Instagram 15 minutes ago. Well, let's go get the audio from her Instagram. She called a popo? Not that popo gonna be knocking at your door. Oh, okay. You said Kenya answered some comments and said they're making the final edits. Okay, good, because that's what we need. We need the whole story. Lexi Lynn said, if Kenya is asked back, I believe she would accept. She spent a grip on that salon and did. And I really want to see that sister get her money back. Like and dislike aside, I want to see her get her money back. The Divine Miss M, hey, boo, thank you for being number 105. Let's get to Kenya's Instagram because I want to hear this call to the popo. And you sure this was on Instagram now? I'm not going to make a, you're not sending me on a wild goose chase, right? Because I really want to get that. I really want to get that. Let's grab. And you said this is from 15 minutes ago. Let's see. I ain't heard that. Is it in her story? Hold on. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, so let's share the screen. You dropped the call from X in the chat. See, I ain't see that part. We gonna play it off of her. Bianca put it in the Discord. What you see? Because I was sure finna play it. She called the police that night. Now that sounds about like Kenya. I know Kenya will call the police. Kenya don't mind calling the police. Y'all know she had Portia with a mugshot. Did. Hold on. Let me get to the Discord. Thank you, B. Bianca sick and still be keeping me on point. Nina GZ, hello. Beautiful lady. Thank you for being like number 108. Y'all please spam the chat with welcome for the ladies who are popping in here looking devastatingly gorgeous and gracing the porch. I told y'all we have a pretty girl magnet on this porch. All the pretty girls just be coming in. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? I love it. Let me play this. Hold on. Yes, honey. Wait. Thank y'all for spamming the chat with welcome. Thank you. Love it. That's right. Welcome. Hey, Sandy Schneider. I want to see welcome in the chat. I want y'all to spam the chat. We got all these beautiful ladies in here. If y'all don't welcome our lovely sisters, I know something. Let me put mine in the chat too. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome, y'all. Don't let this be your last time now. Okay, now hold on. We're finna play this. Wait just a minute.
What's your emergency?
Yes, I've been threatened with a.
What's your location?
I didn't mean to laugh.
The bank. Not the. I mean, always. Yes. This is Kelli Ferrell, and these are my confessions.
If she has said or Teresa Judice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job? I'm just asking a question.
I don't understand why any person would come on reality TV when they have done things in the past or are currently doing things that they don't want to be found. That it was wrong. I should not have done it. You're on the bus and secret. I'm not going to talk about this again. I'm still here. We're going to fall.
Okay, so yeah, she did call them people. I want to play it again. I think I can get away with playing the clip from Twitter. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play that. Elizabeth, this is your first time live. Welcome, girl. Welcome. Yes, I'm loving it. So yeah, we're gonna play that. I guess she made the call from the car. Now I'm going to explain I'm going to explain why I laughed. I was not laughing at her calling the police. I was laughing at her acting on that phone because we saw Kenya get in that car, cool, calm, and collected. We heard her very calm and rationally tell Shamia and Portia, yeah, that girl's got to go, which I can echo that sentiment. I totally agree. But it's just I've just been threatened. Like she was running for her life. Can you stop? It's funny though, because I've done it. I'm going to tell you, I've done that before. I have. I sure have. Yes, I have. Y'all want to hear what happened? Because I'll tell you. You know, I ain't got no shame. Hey, come again. Where you been, Bookie? Love you. Yes, thank y'all for welcoming Elizabeth. Yeah, she sounds so dramatic, Aries Diva. I did it one time. I told y'all. I'll tell y'all I did it. I did that. Y'all want to know what happened? Because I will tell you what happened. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. I sure did. Max said exactly. That's why I asked, when did she make the call? Right. Oh, I've just been threatened. I was at the bank. Girl. So dramatic. So dramatic. Baby, listen. Y'all say tell it. Well, let me tell you what happened while I'm pulling up this thing on Twitter so we can, you know, listen to the police call again. So listen, as a matter of fact, it was an Easter weekend too. It sure was. I can take you back. It's like from Golden Girls. What's Sophia Petrillo? Picture it. Sicily, 1945. Baby, it was Ocala, Florida, 2012. Sure was. Because it was before my daddy died. So I was going with this man at the time. You understand me? And he wasn't no good. And I was real crazy back then, you know. Wasn't crazy. It wasn't the height of my crazy, but I still had a good amount of crazy left. Okay. So I had asked him to do something and he didn't do what I asked him to do. So I popped up to his barbershop because he owned a barbershop. And I was like, well, why was it that you couldn't do what I asked you to do? And when I pop up over there, it was a hoe there. Yes, at the barbershop. So I was like, oh no. So I started clowning and laughing because y'all know my mouth is ignorant. So I'm clowning this girl. She looked like Tracy Morgan in a wig. Baby, she had the nerve to have on tight clothes and had more rolls on her side than a bread truck. She was sitting up there looking like a dude that used to be the Michelin tire man that decided to pretend to be a woman. It was hilarious to me. So I'm cracking jokes. I said, wait a minute. So I asked you to help me get these children ready for Easter, and you couldn't do it because you got this dude lady sitting up in here. So I'm cracking jokes. She ain't saying nothing, mind you, quiet as hell. She knew not to say nothing to me, baby. You about to make a mistake because ugly don't make you strong. And I try not to hit women, not even the ugly ones. That ain't my bag. So I'm sitting up there clowning, and he was like, Nitra, stop it. I said no, and kept clowning. And he was like, well, move your truck. I said no. And so we kept going. And next thing you know, she was like, well, I'm just going to leave because I ain't got nothing to say to you. I said, girl, you sitting over there looking like a full-grown man. You could be man enough to have a conversation if you want to. She got quiet again. Somebody had to tell her how to drive up on the sidewalk to get away because I was still clowning, cutting up at him because I wasn't thinking about her. Like, girl, God done already beat you. I ain't got to touch you by the looks of you. Okay, I ain't got to touch you. You've been whooped already. Okay, so me and him is going back and forth because I ain't never worried about a hoe. You know, you there, not there, it don't matter. So I'm in his face, child. Next thing I know, he was like, but I thought I saw a man in your truck. Well, baby, I went to running off at the mouth, and I would get a man anytime I want to, and I go talk to 20 men, and I talk to your daddy, and I do this. Oh, I'm going off, baby. Before I knew anything, he reached and he hit me. He hit the doll. He reached and he hit me. Well, baby, what he did that for? So he hit my own switch and then it was on. So we started fighting like two inmates on a level 10 prison yard. Okay. I done jumped up on the running board of my truck, jumped down, the Superman punched him in the top of his head. I mean, we getting it in. And so he was embarrassed, number one, because he had done punched me and couldn't knock me out, okay? Because I am Ocala's finest. It was not going to happen. Don't let the smooth taste and the smooth complexion fool you. It ain't happening. So once he got embarrassed because he couldn't knock me out and his hands wasn't up to date with mine, and he's sitting over there, you know, every bit of 80 pounds overweight, you out of breath, you tired. And he was about to have to pick me off of him like a flea. So he picked up a metal grinder off the back of somebody's car and bashed the windshield of my truck. and then tried to hit me with it. So I ran. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't no punk, but I ain't stupid either. You're not going to hit me with no metal grinding equipment. So I ran. Baby got inside the little corner store, which was in the same plaza, called 911. His cousin, which is my good friend that I call my cousin, she was with me. She was like, Nitra, what you about to do? Baby, I called 911. I gave Kenya more run for her money. I said, please come and help me. My boyfriend, he has a felony and I think he has a pistol and he's threatened my life. He just attacked me. I'm a woman. I'm half his size. There's no way I can defend myself. Please hurry or I might die. Oh, I put on the whole shebang. Baby, them people came and got him. He was still on federal probation and everything. They drug him to the back of the car. His big tail, they had to use 2 pair of cuffs to link his hands together and shoved him in the back of the car. It was all I could do not to laugh and holler and roll around on the hot pavement. Oh, I was tickled. Had a hell of a time. I really did. It was so much fun. Y'all should have been there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And let me tell you, after all of those things, the fighting, the twisting and turning, you know, they locked him up. I had the keys to his barbershop, so I had to lock it up for him, or else people's going to go in there and, you know, take all his equipment out of there. It make me no difference. He got out of the jail and still wanted to continue said relationship after I done put him in jail and called them people being dramatic on the phone. It was so funny. It was. Y'all should have been there. Okay. But yeah, so that's what had happened. Now we're going to go to X and see what happened with Kenya and this police call, because she took me back down memory lane when I heard her acting on that 911 call. Go, Kenya, go. Rich Blonde Bombshell said people owe Kenya an apology for saying she ain't called the police. Yeah, they said they know she didn't. They definitely need to apologize. I said I would be surprised if she didn't, because we know Kenya would call the law. Yes, Nana, I did that. I sure did. I had a ball. It was so funny. Max says sometimes you got to bring out the Karen dramatics, and you do. So when I heard Kenya do it, I knew exactly what she was doing. And I was tickled. I was. CRR said that's my type of crate. You got to be like that. Like, because I didn't ask him to put his hands on me. You should have kept your hands to yourself, because I'm going to mess around and you know what I'm saying? You go end up in jail fooling with me. Think I didn't? Because I did. Let me go ahead and pull this up. But I thought y'all might enjoy that little Kiki, honey. It was so funny. Everybody watching was very entertained, as was I. In the same moment, I was so entertained by everything that took place. It's very, very entertaining. So yes, I can definitely appreciate Kenya's theatrics on this one. And we're going to definitely play this clip from her on Twitter. Yeah, Bravo trying to cover it up and leave it to an Aquarius girl to bring it on out. Hey, my sweet, I seen you slip in. Let's share the screen, child. There we go. Let me make sure y'all can see. And she using the same clip we had too, y'all. Britt saying that she, everywhere she goes, she have her pistol. She used that clip too. Kenya use that clip too. Oh, yes. Let me make sure I still got y'all here. Okay, here we go. Kenya is funny.
Did not have done it.
What's your emergency?
Yes, I've been threatened with a.
Listen to her, y'all. She out of breath and everything. She's out of breath and everything. Yes, I've been threatened with a pistol. Go ahead, Kenya. Get in your acting bag, girl. Do it, Kenya.
What's your location?
The bank.
My pistol with me always.
Hello? Yeah? Are you there?
Yes. This is Kenya Moore, and these are my confessionals.
That happened on Beverly Hills. You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job? I'm just asking the question. I don't understand why any person.
Now, Kenya, I got to call you out about that one. You know, you right about what you're saying, but it sounds a little crazy coming from you, because when Nene pointed out the racism of these people, you were definitely on their side. Don't tell me now you can see the racism, can you? I'm just asking, girl. Elizabeth, yeah, they trying to make her look like a liar, but it's hard to do that when the truth is like right there. The truth is here. So, you know. Say, I love this for Kenya. Me too. I love that she's telling her truth and definitely not sparing them. Don't spare them. Ashley said Bravo did not protect Kenya, right, and now she's not protecting them either. They will rue that day. I love that statement. You will rue the day. Now they are ruining the day. I know they are ruining this day. Let's let her finish what she's. Matter of fact, I want to go back to the police call. Like, I swear, because this is everything.
I got everything. 911, what's your emergency?
Yes, I've been threatened with a.
What's your location?
The bank.
My piss with me always.
Hello? Yeah? Are you there?
Yes. This is Kenya Moore, and these are my confessionals.
That happened on Beverly Hills. You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job? I'm just asking the question. I don't understand why any person would come on reality TV when they have done things in the past or are currently doing things that they don't want to be found out. I've already said it was wrong. I should not have done it.
Do you feel like Cynthia threw you under the bus and it's Team Britt?
I'm not going to talk about Cynthia. I'm still here, and I'm still the moment. Please don't let me fall out of this year.
Well, folks, I don't know what else to say. I mean, what else? What on earth else could we say? What could we say? That 911 call is everything. That 911 call is everything to me. So I'm sorry, Nisha, but I'm gonna have to play that 911 call every time I need a lab. Yes, I've been threatened with a pistol. I'm at the bank. I love it. I love it. That's definitely out of my bag right there. That's definitely one fresh out of my bag. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Go, Kenya, go. So Kenya did everything she was supposed to do. It's just, you know, apparently when people fail to respond the way they should have and the way they would have in any other situation, she chose to do something that most of us know is inappropriate. And apparently now she knows that it's inappropriate, but in the moment she was, you know, she had a heavy dose of effort, and so she did it. Okay? It is what it is. Okay, Kenya, I understand, girl. You have tickled us for the evening with, I'm Kenya Moore. I was just threatened with a pistol. I'm at the bank. Love it. And seen. I love it. I love it. She did everything she was supposed to do except crash out and show the girl's nasty bits to the people in the salon. I don't know which part of the game that was, but yeah, there we go. Deborah said, I don't remember Kenya saying she called a popo on the Tamron Hall show. Well, whether she said it or not, here's the evidence that she did. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. Black Smile said Bravo denied the threat, and so did Britt. Yep, they lied. They both lied together. They were going to cover it up, but had no choice but to air a portion of what Britt said because the end didn't justify what happened and why. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. This is interesting. This is interesting. Now, real quick, we got to pop Nene Leakes. You know, I love my girl, but we got to pop her. She told two whoppers, and I got to get her because this is the Why Is Everybody Lying show. Nene, why you lying, sis? Why you lying? So on the same show where she interviewed LaTocha Scott from Escape, the one who just got diabetes, she just can't help herself. Nene was then, she did like this gossip session with one of the editors from the Neighborhood Talk, the blog on Instagram that is owned, I think, by that boy Kyle, the young man Kyle. He's really disgusting, hates Black women, says a lot of nasty stuff, refers to Black women as nappy-headed, just very anti-Black woman, very misogynoir, you know, one of those. So anywho, this young lady works for him on the Neighborhood Talk, and so she did a gossip session with Nene. Now, that in and of itself made me kind of look sideways, like, Nene, why would you have anything to do with these people, with the kind of things that they put out? They're very anti-Black women. A lot of times they're very anti-Black, very problematic, but you brought in somebody from their blog to do a gossip session. And while she did, Nene just dropped a couple whoppers on us for no apparent reason. So she decided to tell us, when the young lady asked if she had an event, would she rather Ashley Darby sing or Candy Burris? That crazy nut said Ashley Darby. And now, Nene, I love you, but you're lying. Hey, Brittany Monet say Nene grabbing for straws. Is she? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I feel like she was very much, oh yeah, oh, the Shade Room is very anti-Black woman. That, yeah, but that's the Shade Room. She was collaborating with somebody from the Neighborhood Talk. But yeah, so right, had she said neither, but the girl said either or, and she went out her way to say Ashley Darby, talking about tell her to sing that Roberta Flack song. Nene, you know good and well you did not enjoy hearing Ashley Darby sing that. Nobody on the planet enjoyed hearing Ashley Darby say that. And Lanithia, you only said that because for whatever reason you wanted to shade Candy. And we know Candy may not be your favorite person most days, but there was no reason to tell a lie that big. Lanithia, why? Like, we love you, but why? Why would you do that? But that's not the only lie she told. See, you can tell lies of omission, lies of commission, you know, you by leaving things out, telling half truths, you know, you can infer a lie, you can imply a lie. And so Nene did just that when it came to the Portia and Simon questions of the segment. So when they got to that, I don't know why that woman decided for herself. Bianca say, right, she know good doggone well she don't want no dang Ashley singing on a doggone thing. Nothing. Candy sings bad, but it ain't this bad as Ashley. Like, just stop it. Cut it out. You know, Lanithia, you was wrong. But when it came to the whole Simon and Portia segment, so I'm sitting there like, at first, I said, okay, if you're going to be a little shady, a little funny with the, I'm going to plead the fifth, I'm going to sip my drink, because apparently you could either sip or spill. So she didn't want to, she was acting as though she was going to take it as, I don't want to spill, so I'm going to just sip it, right? So that's what she did when she, you know, was first asked about them. Hey, Janice, you late, but it's okay, girl. We ain't going nowhere, no time soon. And, so she's like, I'm a sip. And so she was like, well, do you think Portia really loved him? She sipped. No problem. But then when it got to the Simon of it all, did Simon really love Portia? Oh, I think he did. Nene, please cut the crap. We love you, but no, ma'am, cut the bull. You ain't thought now day of the week that Simon actually loved Portia. Simon was doing some control stuff, thought he was manipulating, and he wanted to be on television. He was going to be famous. You know, he already was making his money, but he wanted to be famous. He wanted to be a household name. He wanted to be known. And that's why he was with Portia. He was not in love with no Portia and none of that. So for Lanithia to sit herself up there, as cute as you may be, sister, you was dead wrong for doing that. And I know Portia did you wrong. I know she tried to do you out that job and it blew up in her face. I know she done lied on you not once, but now twice. We know she lied about y'all's interaction and all of that. We got all that. But y'all, for the love of Christ, tell the truth. Like, can we all agree in here that we can dislike somebody and still say the truth or simply refrain from speaking? I was okay with her sipping to keep from talking, but why are you sitting up just lying? Nene, come on. You ain't thought that man loved that girl. That's not what was going on, and you know it. That's not what was going on, and you know it. Cut the crap. They were both trying to play each other, and Simon got outplayed by somebody that he calls dumb. Now, that's just the long and short of it. And I don't know another way to put it. I don't know a nice way to put it. He refers to Portia as dumb, and still she outplayed you while you're sitting in an ICE detention camp. Nene, cut the crap. She did you wrong. I got it. She tried to do you out your money. I got it. It didn't work out because God ain't blind. She lied on you a couple times, lied about the interaction and did interviews, lied about it, everything. We got all of that. But why would you get yourself on the internet in front of the whole world and tell that lie to try to make that man look good like he was some kind of victim and Portia some femme fatale? Like, let's just be honest here. If Simon was not up to no good, there's no way Portia could have gotten him. He only got because he was trying to get her. Had he not been trying to get her, he wouldn't have got. Now, that's just what that was. DB talking about, I think that's her honest opinion. Well, I don't believe that for 1 minute. Lanithia is not dumb. She was being funny, telling stories. Yeah, they hung out or whatever, but that don't mean nothing. She was hanging out. Portia was there during the hangout too. Janice said, I didn't like the interview she did with Latasha either. Right. We talked about that earlier. You just missed that part. But yeah, well, not just missed it, because we had to take a break and come back to Nene because we had to let Kenya say what the part she didn't say it and listen to the police call and with her out of breath like Scarlett O'Hara. And now we're back to Nene. But yeah, we talked about that. I think Nene asked good questions. I just think Latasha is incapable of telling the truth. That's what I think. I think she's just not capable. Last I heard, he was still over there to the ice. He was still over there on the ice. Yes, she got one up on him. She did. And then he went around talking about how dumb she was. I wouldn't have told nobody I got played by a dumb person. I'd have kept that to myself. DB say Nene do make herself look like someone outside the party that can't get in. I don't know where y'all get that from. I know it was in a song one time, but that ain't how it looked to me. It looked like she was, trying to make him look like a victim because she's still pissy about what Portia did in the last Portia done told. That's all I see. Brittany say Nene and Michelle Brown friends with Simon. Has nothing to do with me. What I'm saying is you got to tell the truth. I don't care who you're friends with. Doesn't matter. Don't lie. Let me just say this for anybody in here who considers me your friend. Please understand that I'm not going to lie for you. Let's be clear. Okay? Don't have nobody come ask me. Don't have nobody say, ask Seanitra, she was there. I'm not lying for you. Me being your friend is not going to make me tell a bunch of lies. I'm just not doing it. And I don't think that she did that because she was friends with Simon or Simon's ghost because he's now gone. I think she did it because of the nastiness that Portia pulled. That's what I think. Hey, I'm that girl. Thank you for being number 122. Happy Resurrection Weekend to you too. Yeah, a good friend wouldn't lie to you or for you. Like, it's just not happening. But now that we got them heifers out the way, all them heifers, we got one more liar to go. We got one more liar. We got one more liar to cross. Well, one more liar to cross. And his name is Wayne Carter, Dwayne Carter, Lil Wayne, what y'all call him. Yes, that mummified gentleman with 3 freeze-dried dreadlocks left on the top of his head. Oh, yes, because I warned y'all about him. I did. We got one more. Yes, Nana, we got one more. One more liar. That's why the topic of this live is, why is everybody lying? Because everybody just lying through their teeth, backwards and forwards, around the world and back again. Anna said, your honesty is what I admire about you. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. People be getting mad at me because I got to call out the lie. Yeah, we got to save the shortest liar for last. Yes, we do. So let's talk about where we are and how we got here. Okay, let's talk about where we are and how we got here. To Mr. Dwayne Carter. Lil Wayne, what y'all call it. We got here because Mr. Carter took it on himself. This according to NPR. According to NPR. He took it upon himself to make the statement that when he was on stage and he was singing "They Not Like Us," that he didn't know that was Kendrick. He didn't know it was a Drake disc. He didn't know nothing. He didn't know nothing. He don't know how nothing happened. He don't know anything about it. He don't even know how we got here. Okay. Now, per NPR, he said that him and Kendrick Lamar is fine. Like, they don't have no issue. We heard you tell that lie before, right? He says he sang along to Not Like Us, not knowing the context. Mind you, this is a song that says, say Drake. We hear you like I'm young. I don't know how you could misinterpret a context when it was very bluntly said, say Drake. He didn't say there, fella. Say there, good buddy. He said, say Drake. I hear you like I'm young. How you didn't understand the context? He said, I ain't want Drake to be mad at me. I didn't even know it was Kendrick. This was via Rolling Stone. Let me see if we can get the whole Rolling Stone interview. Yeah, he said that, just telling stupid lies at this point. And we're going to have to go back to what I said on this from way back. This to me proves that this was all a plot. It was all a plot. Lord have mercy. Just lying. Just lying. Here we go. And I just don't understand. For the life of me, I'm never going to understand why people lie when the truth is free. Let's see. Because I want to get the excerpt, make sure we're not missing anything. Give me 1 second. Child, it's a long interview for somebody who can't even remember his lyrics. Okay. This is interesting. Hold on. Because there's some interesting things that he said here. Because there's even excerpts of him saying things like, yeah, he said it. Hey, at the end of the day, when you say it, white folks, black folks, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, chief, anybody can, report what you said. He shouldn't have said it. I'm not going to fault them people for repeating his words. He also says, get this, he vows he'll no longer consider playing the Super Bowl. Was it offered? They stole that feeling. Who can steal a feeling? I don't want to do it. I'm really just blown away. I'm really blown away at statements like that. That's like me saying, no, I will not sing at the Grand Ole Opry. I dreamed of it once, but you stole that feeling because nobody came to call me. So now I will not consider singing at the Grand Ole Opry. I won't. You can't make me. See how crazy that sounds? See how crazy that sounds? I think that may be the crux of it, is him saying he didn't know. He had no idea. He did not know whose song it was. Okay, so let's get to the conversation about the Super Bowl. Okay, so this is what it is. I'm gonna read what they wrote. Okay, right, Brittany, definitely delusional. So Wayne says, this is according to Rolling Stone. In 2023, Wayne told Rolling Stone he'd love to play the Super Bowl, this year's Super Bowl halftime show, since it was happening at New Orleans Superdome, his hometown stadium. But last September, the NFL announced Kendrick Lamar was getting the nod, and Wayne released a video revealing that not being selected broke him. I guess they owed him something. I'm not sure what, right? Onlookers wondered whether NFL brass had told Wayne something to make him feel like he was poised to be the choice. Wayne says the league encouraged him to be more public facing in preparation for the show, making him feel like the selection was inevitable. So somebody telling you what you need to do to be chosen doesn't mean you've been chosen. They're telling you what to do to be chosen, right? One of the things you can do. It made him feel like selection was inevitable. To perform, it's a bunch of things they're going to tell you to do and not to do. A's to kiss and not to kiss. How would you know that that's how it goes? When were you ever shut up, Seanitra? A's to kiss or not to kiss. You know, he means behinds to kiss or not to kiss, right? He explains, adding, if you notice, I was a part of things I've never been a part of, like Michael Rubin's all-white parties. I'm doing ish with Tom Brady. That was all for that. So you were doing things and being places. I'm going to go back to what I said about it months back. I love when I can just shut up and let me talk. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay. He said, I'm doing with Tom Brady. That was all for that. You ain't never seen me in them types of venues. I ain't out there smiling like that everywhere. Okay. I'm in the stew, smoking and recording. He says that after the Lamar announcement, someone at the NFL apologized and told him, we ain't in charge of the Super Bowl halftime show. You already knew that. He says, all of a sudden, according to them, they got curved. So I'm going to have to settle with whatever they say. He resolves Jay-Z, whom Wayne has called a close friend, runs Rock Nation, which oversees the halftime show. I'm gonna just read. Last year, halftime show producer Jesse Collins said Jay-Z has chosen the Super Bowl act since 2019. Wayne says he's cool with his one-time collaborator, lauding him as someone with a wealth of advice who's just a text away. Neither the NFL nor Jay-Z responded to a request for comment for this story. Why would they? Wayne tells me things are fine between him and Lamar. Wayne called the LA rapper ahead of the Super Bowl to clear the air and encourage him. Earlier on last year's GNX album, Lamar had rhymed irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. A day later, Wayne made an X post warning, I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. If y'all recall, we talked about it when he said it. Mind you, we know that Joe Budden put out that he had heard gossip, rumors, scuttlebutt, you know, Bochincha, Asili, whatever you want to call it. He heard gossip that Wayne was saying he was going to get in the booth if Kendrick didn't call him back. And we were all waiting. Go ahead and get in the booth. This is only for Wayne to double back. Probably somebody told him, do not do that because Kendrick would probably bury you. And then, you know, barbecue a whole pig over your grave or something. So he backed that back, claimed, oh, that was never going to happen. It was never said. It was said, Wayne, with your lying self. Because now you up here telling us you didn't know that song was about Drake. Okay, Dwayne. Those lines spurred speculation that Wayne was set to insert himself in Drake beef against Lamar following the Super Bowl snub. Wayne seems to not the post. Of course, he don't remember. Now he doesn't remember the post when I bring it up. I sound like I'm talking about the media because I said they. No, you said they because you were afraid to say that Negro's name. That's why you said they. Okay. I said they, so it sounded like I was talking about the media. You were not talking about the media. You weren't. You were not talking about the media, Wayne. Look at all these lies. That's why I said, why is everybody lying? You're a grown man. Even if you're the height of an eighth grader, you're a grown man. Say what you said. Say it with your chest. Own it with your full chest. You said it. Okay? He says, in fact, Wayne says he didn't pay attention to Lamar and Drake. It's a war of the words. I'm going to give you the perfect example, he tells me. Okay, perfect example. I went on stage and I was singing this song and they thought I was dissing. They thought I was dissing. The song was Not Like Us. Lamar's smash hit, DJ Mustard produced takedown of Drake from last year. Wayne burrows his face into the arm of an accent chair while laughing. He had to laugh at that lie himself. While laughing about unknowingly rapping along to a Drake diss track. I ain't want my dude to be mad at me, he says. I ain't even know it was Kendrick. So let's talk about this, Wayne. Let's talk about it, right? Why would he be mad at you if you didn't know it was a diss? Why on earth would you think he would have the potential to even be mad at you? Why would he be mad about a random song that had no significance and was not directed at him in any way? It means you knew. And you know what else this speaks to? Drake's weirdo fans who were sitting around like, he didn't say not like us. He said, he didn't say they not like us. He said something about they don't like us. No, he was literally saying they not like us. That's exactly what he said. And now he's pretending he didn't know that it was a Drake diss, even though the lyrics literally said, say Drake. Now let's get deeper into this lie bag. Y'all know I love to dig into a lie bag. And so we're gonna. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. I love digging in a lie bag. Love it. Love it. Because they need to stop all this lying. Yeah. Y'all need to stop all this lying. Hold on. Let's take it back. Is this the one? Hold on. There we go. Boom. Okay, let's pause it right here. Because for those of you who were around and some of you who were not, okay? Those of you who are around and some of you who were not, I covered this back then. And I talked about the fact that Wayne knew exactly what he was doing. And what he was trying to do was hustle the likes of Jay-Z. That's never going to make sense to me. You have burned out too many of your brain cells doing drugs to try to hustle Jay-Z. You shouldn't have tried to do it. So we're going to go back and I'm going to let y'all hear what I had to say about this months ago. It hasn't been a year. But I'm going to say this had to be, when did they announce who was at the Super Bowl? Was that in August? So at least from August of last year. This is somewhere along in there. And I got the link to the original video in the description box if y'all want to go check the whole video. But I just want y'all to hear what I said about this man all the way back there. I want y'all to hear what I said all the way back there because I call this the chain theory. See, I'm going to give you the synopsis of my theory and then we're going to go from here, okay? I said all the way back then, Lil Wayne was trying to be calculated. Now, what's crazy about that to me is if you're going to be calculated, the first thing you might want to do or not do is cook your brains with illicit substances. I'm thinking that's not the move to make before you decide to be calculated. That's just not what you do beforehand. That's not the preamble to duplicitous behavior. And what I mean by that is Wayne went through a series of actions, okay, in order to distance himself from Drake and to give the impression that he too did not like Drake because don't nobody like him. Like, let's just tell the truth. The people in the industry, them people don't like it. They don't like him. They don't like Sandra's son at all. And Wayne was trying to be smart, which is amazing. Like, you know, you're talented, but nobody's ever accused you of being a Rhodes Scholar. Mr. Racism doesn't exist because I have white fans. No one's ever accused you of being, you know, a member of Mensa. Like, nobody accused you of being summa cum laude, magna cum laude. You just smoke on the loudy. Like, we've never accused you of being smart, but yet somehow, he tried to hustle the likes of a freaking Jay-Z. Are you okay? That man is so calculating. He gives me the spooks. Like, you know, you watch Jay-Z too long. To me, if you can watch him more than 20 minutes and a chill don't run down your spine, you stronger than me, because something about him is a little spooky. Nothing in his pea brain should have told him he could hustle this man, but that's what he tried to do. Hey, Chit Chat, what's up, boo? He tried to give the illusion. Let's go back to what he said to Rolling Stone before I roll this bean footage, okay? He said that he wanted to do the Super Bowl. He let it be known that that's what he wanted to do. And he said that they told him that he needed to be more public facing in preparation for the show. So they told him that you need to be more public. Like, we can't just put you out there because you don't have a public face anymore. So then we go on to see that he said, you know, y'all saw me places to perform. It's a bunch of things they're going to tell you to do and not do, and butts to kiss and not to kiss. So clearly, when we saw you hanging around with Jay-Z, it wasn't because he was a good friend who paid, what was it, $14 million in taxes for you because you couldn't pay it and Birdman wasn't going to pay it for you. It wasn't because of that. You was call yourself kissing his butt because you wanted to be on that Super Bowl stage. You're phony is what you are. You're phony. You're a big fat phony. Okay. That's what you are. Then said, if you notice, I was a part of things I never been a part of, like Michael Rubin's all-white party. Yes, you were there and nobody spoke to you. Not even your precious Aubrey, Sandra's son, didn't speak to you because he knew that you were making sure that you appeared to keep your distance from him. Wouldn't even take a picture with you at that all-white party. Yes, and I was a part of things never been a part of, like Michael Rubin's all-white parties. I'm doing ish with Tom Brady. That was all for that. So you were doing things to be chosen, but that was not a guarantee that you were going to be. But wait. And then goes on to say, that was all for that. You ain't never seen me in them type of venues. I ain't Drake. I ain't out there smiling like that everywhere. I'm in the stew, smoking and recording. And then said that after Kendrick got announced as the halftime performer, then he said that somebody apologized and told him we not in charge. They didn't apologize to you because they didn't pick you. You knew Jay-Z was in charge. That's why you were kissing his butt. Remember, you just told us that they told you who's behind the kiss, and we saw you kissing his behind. Okay, let's just get to it. Hey, Miss Gardner, how you doing? Yes, Wayne is a pick-me. That's why he goes around saying all lives matter and racism don't exist, because he's a pick-me. Yes. So let's play this. Y'all make sure you got your sound up, because that way I don't have to repeat everything I said from back then. I can just shut up and let me talk. Okay? So, all right. Because this one is the one that, for me, tipped it over the scale. That either it was all the way legit and it was all the way beef, or somebody's playing games. So now look at the screen now. Hey, Sharon Middleton. Let's take a look. Now this is where we get a picture of him with the Weeknd's chain on. We all of us know at this point that the Weeknd and Drake don't like each other. They got some real beef, real stuff going on behind women and, you know, the business and everything else. And then we see Lil Wayne pop out playing the guitar with an XO chain on. Do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? Because I do. Hey, Lady Blue. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all remember Wayne popping out with the XO chain on. Let me know. Let me put my 2 in the chat because I remember that. J Money, I'm glad you remember, baby. I told you TT was going to show you. I paid attention. I paid attention. He popped out with that chain on. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. No. And if you think that's all, that's not. If you think that was a one-off, like, you know, oh, I just like the Weeknd, or maybe it was an old picture, you know, any of those things that we might like to tell ourselves when people do things that are uncharacteristic and clearly they're sending a message, don't worry. He did it more than once. He did it more than once. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I'm just refreshing something and I'm gonna bring it right to y'all. Hurry up, me. Not me taking too long for me. Clearly doesn't like Drake. And the song he did with Cordae with the verse that was clearly a Drake diss. Are y'all starting to see a pattern? I see a pattern here. Okay, so what I was posting and showing here was the picture, another picture that Wayne took with X chain on the Weeknd's chain, where he was sitting up there with Skip Bayless, again, rocking the XO chain. He was trying to send a message. And I did mention that song Saturday Morning with Cordae, where he was like, you ain't no, something about you ain't no something, you a Teddy Grahams. Like it was a lot of little veiled Drake disses in that song, Saturday Morning by Cordae. But let me shut up and let me finish talking about this real quick. And you gotta ask yourself, what would be the reason for Wayne to be going out of his way to make a production out of having a problem with Drake? What would be the reason for that? Would it be the same reason that, you know, some of the girls like Bia and JT and them start beefing with everybody that Nicki Minaj don't like? Could it be that he know that Jay don't really do Drake like that because of him stealing from Beyonce with that Honestly Nevermind album? So he was like, okay, let me do this because this will guarantee I get picked, not understanding that it wasn't for Jay-Z to go to the whole city and muscle them into picking you off the short list. Or was that because, like, I had him put me on the list and you were assuming you were the only person that he put on the list? Is that what you thought? You couldn't have thought that. But did you think that? Because I see a pattern here of him going all out of his way. And like my dear sweet nephew Jay Money just said, he did that song with Rick Ross, who has a problem with Drake. He did the song Saturday Morning with Cordae, where he made the statement, you ain't a goat, you a sacrificial lamb, you a teddy bear, you a Teddy Graham. And if it ain't a red flag, it's a red flag. And if it ain't Moolah Baby, then I ain't the dad. Okay? Then there's more, because the production goes on. Are y'all starting to see how much effort was put in to trying to make the point that I don't mess with Drake. He was working hard to sell us and to sell Jay-Z a narrative. Then we get the interview with Taylor Rooks back in, this happened beforehand, December of 2023, where he was explaining to her during the interview how he wanted to do the Super Bowl and how let me just let him tell you, because I don't like to speak for people, but I definitely like to get the point across. Let's see. Yep, at 15 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't want to waste y'all's time, but I want to get to it. Somewhere, well, let's maybe a little earlier. It won't hurt nothing. We can get a little extra, right?
I perform at the Grammys, and that's an amazing fact. And the reason why that's probably the next highest feeling up, but and I know for a fact that when I do the Louisiana Fest,
hold on. I want to go back further. I don't want y'all to miss everything this Negro said. I want y'all to hear it.
It's nothing like
and wish it, like when you see the artist, you're like, I know they could have sung the song that I was featured on. I'm featured on everybody's song.
They could have brought me out.
You could have brought me out.
Now listen, where he's talking about other people, he would watch other people do the Super Bowl halftime show, and he would be like, "Dang, I did a feature with everybody. Man, y'all could have brought me out." So he was fine being brought out at some point. But listen,
They brought me out. So I mean, you are New Orleans. Like, what does, without giving anything too crazy away, if when this happens, because we manifest here, what does it look like to you? Like, is it bringing people out? What makes your halftime show so special?
Please do not wear the camera. Please do not feel disrespected if you are an artist from New Orleans, an artist tied to me in any kind of way in the music. But no, that's my moment. And I earned that moment. So no, I am not bringing you one. I'm singing all the hooks that you made, you wrote. I'm singing them. Bobby Valentino, all y'all. I'm singing them. Sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, you. What?
And that, as the young people say, was cap. He had no intention on doing that show by himself. He was just lying, honey. That was all so Jay-Z would put his name on that list. That's why he kept talking about it so much, and he was so confident because Jay told him, I'm gonna go ahead and put your name on that list. And he knew that Drake had tore his drawers with the Carters. Oh, I ain't bringing nobody out. You are a liar. Because all of the conversation and narratives that you're thanking people for is them saying, oh, it should have been Cash Money, Young Money, and YMCMB, Hot Boys. You didn't say, oh, no, that ain't it. You thanking them for that narrative because that's exactly what you're planning to do. That also explains why Nicki and Birdman crashed out so hard. Because that wasn't just Wayne's opportunity that got flushed down the toilet. It was theirs too. But it's okay. It's all right. Let him keep talking.
This is me.
Like a New Orleans jazz great or something like that. Something like that,
You also have a lot of just features. Like maybe if you wanted to sprinkle a little something.
If I have a song with Beyonce or something at the time.
Please,
Beyonce. If I have a song with Beyonce, then of course. Of course. That's just, that makes no sense not to. Other than that.
You see how he mentioned, maybe if I have a song with Beyonce at the time. Go back to what he said to Rolling Stone, whose butts to kiss and not to kiss. So he thought kissing Beyonce's butt was going to get him in there because he knew, like I said before, I made me be quiet so I could talk. He knew Drake had tore his drawers with the Carters after trying to jack her whole album concept with Honestly Nevermind. And he really could have kept that album because I heard it didn't do so well. Now he's talking about if I had a song with Beyonce, I'd bring her out. So you thought if you say stuff like that, Jay-Z was going to be like, oh yeah, definitely let's bring him because he's not going to bring out Aubrey, and Aubrey done pissed us off. He thought if he could get that nod he was going to be able to do the same thing Eminem did, bringing 50 Cent out when Eminem got the nod to be on Dr. Dre's Super Bowl performance and said, I'm not coming out if 50 Cent can't come out and yada, yada. So he thought he was going to get the nod and be able to pull out any and everybody he want to and rub it in their face like, yeah, I mean, I said whatever, but now I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And it blew up in his face. So now he's talking about, you know, I won't even consider the Super Bowl. You mean they won't consider you? Is that what you mean, Dwayne? Let's make sure we ain't missing nothing else, y'all. Hold on.
Take can make it, maybe. Take, but if the Chiefs is actually playing in it, then no, we're not doing it.
You said Taylor Swift can be on my stage rooting for the Chiefs and do that. That is so funny. I mean, I heard you say that and I was like, yes, obviously. It is the obvious choice because, like, why do you feel like it's important for the halftime show to reflect the people of the city?
Okay, bump that part. It was also said during this same interview where he was like, it don't matter the city or whatever, the Super Bowl is big stage, blase squaze. I just find it real interesting that now all of a sudden it matters what city. It matters what city. It has to be this city. They're doing you wrong if they don't give you this city. Who the hell are you? Mr. I don't show up for rehearsals. Mr. I'ma stop because at that point I just started roasting them. But I wanted y'all to really understand, like, Wayne was on snake time. Wayne was on some real snake time. He really thought he was gonna hustle the likes of Jay-Z. He really was trying to distance himself from Drake to get in. Then he goes to Rolling Stone and told on himself because they told you who's behind the kiss, and you started kissing Jay-Z's behind immediately. Immediately, you started kissing his tail, which it shouldn't even took all that. Somebody paid $14 million in back taxes for you. That should have been your friend for life. I would cook them Negroes a pot of collard greens and chitlins every Sunday. You pay $14 million for me in back taxes and keep me out of jail. That's a lot of money. It ain't even got to be collards. I'll fix mustards. And y'all know mustards got all them folds and wrinkles in them. I would wash mustard greens and cook it for them jokers every Sunday for $14 million. I wouldn't miss a Sunday. And I'm talking about I clean a 40-pound bucket of chitlins for y'all every week for $14 million. Wayne think he's slick. And so now when he got up on that stage talking about they not like us, that was all a part of his ruse, of his, oh, I'm not cool with Drake, I'm dissing him too, because he thought that was his way of kissing Jay-Z's behind in order to get on that Super Bowl stage. Now you up here telling bold-faced lies, talking about you didn't know it was a Drake dish. You knew exactly what you was doing. You know why you did it. You did it trying to be smart. You did it trying to be smart and got outsmarted because while you were using the dope, Jay-Z was selling it, okay? Sellers can't be users. It don't work out so well. You spent your time getting high. He spent his time getting people high. Y'all are two different types of folks. You tried to outsmart somebody who still has all their brain cells. And now you think you're smarter than the public. You think you can just come tell us that you didn't know a song whose lyrics were, say Drake, I hear you like them young. You didn't know it was about him. Okay, Dwayne. Tamika Davidson, hey boo, say you could hear what's being said by Britt on Peacock, FYI. Oh, for real? I'm gonna go back and listen, sis. That's why I keep a pistol for bees like you. What? Peacock kept it up. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Mm-hmm. Yes, girl, for $14 million, I will clean a 40-pound bucket of chitlins every week. Every week. I will put hog maws in the pot. Matter of fact, it ain't got to be hog maws. I'll cut up pig feet and put in the pot with it. Will, for $14 million? Child, I will fix you some beef tripe. I mean, all the hard dishes. I'll make you some blackberry doobies. I'll make you butter rolls. I'll cook you some sweet potato pone. All them old down-home recipes, I will get deep in the bag for $14 million. Come on now. You eating on some collards as we speak. Okay. I got to watch it. Well, y'all, that's what I got for tonight. Apparently, like I said, everybody got diabetes. Everybody. We had to go live because the people will not stop lying. They just won't stop. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Yep, definitely Big Mama cooking. For sure. Definitely. You know, I am a big mama. Okay. And I will put on my house shoes and the house coat with no string and go in there and bust it down weekly. If somebody pay off $14 million for me, I don't owe nobody $14 million. But if I did and somebody paid that off, you could guarantee I wouldn't even fix you no plate. I would buy new pots every week and bring y'all a pot full, just pots, long pans of cornbread, crackling bread if you're looking for it, for $14 million. But he's not that type of person. You an ingrate. Sat up there and had them people attacking them folks because you couldn't be on the Super Bowl stage because you tried to hustle them and lost. Ashley said, y'all making me hungry. My bad, baby. My bad. I'm just keeping it a buck. Yeah, that's a good gig for $14 million. I keep telling y'all, somebody let Floyd Mayweather know if he needs some real Southern cooking, you know, big ankle cooking. I got it. I can do it because we know he can afford to pay. Right, Bianca? We got to keep it real around here. Wayne just not real. All he do is lie and try to be sneak and slick and slimy, and you just got caught up. You love to see your mama in her house coat again. I know that's right, girl. Yes, Nana, the crackling bread with the black strap molasses in it. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Well, listen, y'all. That's it. That's all. These folks lying. We had to catch them up in it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for Kenya. Can't believe Kenya got us waiting on her. I can't believe Kenya got us waiting on her. Make no sense. She done told us she was going to go live today with her confessions. Instead, she done did a premiere, and all she gave us was a teaser. So we got to wait for her. Whenever Kenya come back with that, we'll be back too. So we can just deal with it. But I don't know why she didn't just go ahead. But, you know, somebody said, she said they were still doing edits. They were still doing edits. I'm not sure why it's taking that long to do edits. Maybe she had a whole lot to say. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to, you know, we're going to hope for the best that she come on and tell us her side of everything, because I personally do want to hear it. Hey, Aquarius 202, say, did you read the part where Wayne said he would have performed real music? We only got rap at the Super Bowl. Yeah, what real music is he going to perform? Because you can't sing. Can you even read music? I mean, we know you have to read your lyrics off a teleprompter, but what real music was you going to sing? I'm just asking, what real music was Wayne gonna sing? Anybody want to tell us? Which one was it? Mind you, this is the person who said he wasn't bringing nobody out. So if you don't bring out nobody, what was we gonna get other than rap? We done had singing and all. You know, Lil Solana can sing. Y'all say she lie all the time, but Lil Solana show be singing, and she was show singing. So if he wasn't going to bring out nobody, what could we possibly get other than rap? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't nobody call Brit Edie. I'm just saying. Now I got to go to Peacock so I can hear the comments that Kenya say was said. I want to hear it, and if I can record it, even better. If I can record it, even better. Well, anyway, y'all, like I said, we'll be back when Kenya finally bring out the rest of what she got for us, and we can hear her side of the story. And like I said before, I'm hoping we can be objective, cut through what's real and what's not. We're not going to take everything she said as the gospel truth. It could be, but it also not to. So we're going to go ahead and get through that. And that's just it. Hopefully everybody else who came up on the Liability stream, the Why Everybody Lying stream, Miss Kelli Ferrell, Miss LaTocha Scott, Miss Nene Leakes, ladies, you know, let's do better. Let's not be sitting up telling stories and stuff that's not true and saying outlandish things. And as far as Wayne goes, Wayne, whenever you sober up, dear, Please stop lying. We can tell when you lying. We know you're lying. Like, stop. Okay. So listen, that's it. That's all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. We will be back as the gossip permits. Also, if you have a crown by your name and you're a royal family member, I need y'all to be in Discord, because we will be 9 times out of 10 having a family meeting tomorrow. We need to cement some things in stone, and we cannot do that without you. So if you are a member of this channel, meaning you are a royal family member, we need to make sure you're in Discord. Make sure that your crown is by your name. Me and Bianca are cooking up some stuff for y'all, and it's going to be fun. And we got to go through and vote on our calendar for this year so we can decide what we're going to be doing for our annual days. And I look forward to seeing you guys in Discord and in the family meeting. So you know what time it is. You know what time it is. First things first, make sure if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please try to hit the like button, or do your best to hit. Okay. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time we go live on this channel. Also, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because you know we're happy to have you here, okay? And if you want to join channel membership, you know, and we want you to too. There's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. All right. Also in our description box, we have the link for our storefront. So you can go to Amazon and shop for your home, and I can shop for my home. We can all shop together. That's there. We got the link for our merchandise store, so you can get your crown gear. Okay. Get your crown gear, honey, for the royal family. It is in our merch store. We got stuff for mom, dad, babies, all that. So get yours today. We also have my Amazon wish list in case you want to send me these notepads, pens, any of that stuff. You know, we live by the notepad over here. Any support, I appreciate it. Want to say a special thank you to Miss Kaiser Sose for her super chat this evening. Our only supporter of the stream. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you for my engagement button and the bubbles. I appreciate that. And all of the comments in our stream. If you shared it, thank you. Just being here, thank you. And engaging with us. Okay. So listen, y'all, enjoy the rest of your evening. This is Resurrection Weekend. Don't you forget, he got up for you and for me. He arose. Yes, he did. We ain't gonna say Easter, but we sure gonna say Happy Resurrection Weekend. And if I don't talk to you before Sunday, Happy Resurrection Sunday. Okay. So as always, be positive, be productive, encourage others. Don't forget to encourage yourself. And in case nobody else says it to you, always remember, God loves you. I love you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later, okay? Bye.